You won't get rid of your problems until. So during this audio, I'm going to go over some important things. In fact, you need to do 2 things before you decide to get rid of your problem. And there's 3 things that you can do to align yourself to get rid of any problem. My name is Alex Morgan, and I help you align your actions, your beliefs, your dreams, and your thinking so you can achieve success. And success is here, so you might as well be ready for it. And one of the easiest ways to have success is to get rid of your problems. And before you even get rid of your problems, there's 2 things that you need to do. Make sure you stay to the end of the video so you know all 3 things that you must take action on so you can get rid of any problem. This includes anxiety, stress, limiting beliefs, negative emotions. So if you're thinking, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve it, or you have anger, sadness, fear, anxiety, stress, this will help with any of those things. This will build a nice framework so you know exactly what to do to get rid of any problem, because you cannot get rid of any problem until you decide that you get rid of the problem and give yourself permission. So let's take anxiety, for example. Let's say you have anxiety, or someone you know has anxiety, and they keep talking about all the things that make them anxious. They have anxiety about everything. It's so overwhelming to have this anxiety. Now, if you were to ask them, have you actually decided that you didn't want to have anxiety anymore? They may look at you, they may answer the question and say, of course, I don't want to have anxiety. But have they truly decided that they want to get rid of their anxiety if they keep talking about it? If they keep using language that says they have anxiety? So you need to make a decision. Any problem that you have, you need to make a decision that you want something else instead. So what is it that you want instead? You need to decide this first to get rid of any problem. And the second thing, that means you're going to have a new goal. You're going to want something else instead besides a problem. So instead of having anxiety, you're going to want to actually focus on your goals. And the easiest way to achieve your goals, and the second thing that you need to think about after deciding, is you need to give yourself permission. How many people have you seen before that they have a goal and they talk about their goal and how they're achieving their goal, they're doing so great towards their goal, and it doesn't seem like they're doing a whole lot? So you need to give yourself permission that you're going to do whatever it takes every single day. You're going to do your best. That doesn't mean your best is the same every day. However, give yourself permission that you're going to do whatever it takes every single day to achieve what you want instead besides your problem. And you're going to state this goal, give yourself permission in a positive way. You're going to say what you want. So those are the 2 things that you need to do before you actually start to really take action on your problem, getting rid of that problem, doing something else instead. You need to decide that you're going to do it, and you need to give yourself permission. There's so many people that don't give themselves permission, so give yourself permission now that you deserve much more than whatever problem is holding you back, whatever problem you want to let go of. Give yourself permission to do that now. So there's 3 things that you need to put into place to get rid of any problem. You will get rid of any problem if you do this, and you will not get rid of any problem until you do this. So the first step is you need to resolve anything that's in the way. So that includes negative emotions, that includes internal conflicts, and that includes limiting beliefs, limiting decisions. So I've made some different videos on how to get rid of negative emotions. I'll go ahead and put that up right now. So you got to listen to those videos if you want to get rid of negative emotions. It's really easy. You can ask yourself these 3 questions. This question is in the video. However, this is a quick way to do it. The video has, let's say, more effective, long-lasting ways to get rid of negative emotions. However, if you have a negative emotions and it keeps coming up, you can ask yourself, when did I decide to create this? What can I learn from this? And what can I do instead? So when did I decide to create this? What can I learn from this? And what can I do instead? If you ask yourself about this, this will take you to the first time you felt that emotion, what you can learn from it, and it'll tell you that you have other options. A lot of times when you have negative emotions, limiting beliefs, internal conflicts, you don't see other choices, other opportunities, and other possibilities. So getting rid of negative emotions or any internal conflict or limiting belief will allow you to achieve any goal that you have. The second thing that you need to do is you need to take action. Now, remember earlier I told you that you need to give yourself permission. A lot of people talk about their goals, they tell people about their goals, how great they are, how they're going to achieve it. However, are they actually taking action towards their goals? That means towards their goals. That means their mind is actually focused on their goals. It's not focused on any of their problems. So remember, I brought up anxiety earlier. If someone is having a goal, but they're focusing on anxiety all the time, chances are they're just going to get more anxious. So your mind gives you what you focus on 100% of the time, and your mind is way smarter than you think. So if you take action towards your goals, that outcome that you actually want, and you know the steps to get there, then you're going to achieve your goals. Now, taking action, you can take a small action every single day. Just make sure you're getting out of your comfort zone a little bit and give yourself permission to do that. This is where you really use that permission that I talked about earlier, because you already decided to get rid of all the negative emotions, limiting beliefs, and internal conflict. Now it's time to give yourself permission to take action towards what you want. So do small things every single day to get what you want. A good way to think about this is if you have a goal in mind, think about that goal and that outcome that you want to achieve. Think about the last thing that you have to do so you know you have it. What's that thing that happened so you know you've achieved your goal? So when you think about that, think about when you're going to achieve that, what date in the future, and then work backwards. Reevaluate some events that you'll have to do between then and now to achieve that goal. And then take action on those events. That's really all you have to do. Give yourself permission to do that and decide that you want to do that. And imagine if you could do that without having any stress or any anxiety or any negative emotions or limiting beliefs. Your mind would be so clear. You'd have total clarity and you'd be so focused on your goals. And that brings us to the next thing. The one thing that you want to do to really get whatever it is you want and get rid of any problem is you need to focus on what you want. Taking anxiety, for example, it's basically an alarm that says you're not focusing on what you want. You're worried about something in the future that hasn't happened yet. So the easiest way to get rid of any problem, and you won't get rid of any problem until you focus on what you want. And that's why I said earlier, your mind brings you what you focus on 100% of the time. So if you're seeing things in your reality that you do not want, stop focusing on those things. Let that be an alarm to you to focus on something different. So in order to focus on what you want, you can use thinking time every single day. So imagine your goal, think about your goal, think about achieving your goal, and then ask your unconscious mind how you can achieve this easily and effortlessly. Then once you have enough answers, you can either write them down or you can tell your unconscious mind to deliver the results. So this is a really easy way to focus on what you want. However, if you just take action every single day and you think about the outcomes as you're doing it, that's another way to focus on what you want. And even another way is to be around people who are also focusing on what they want. Design your environment so people are there that are also going after their goals. They're achieving their goals, they're crushing their goals, and they're setting new ones. If you're around people like that, chances are you're going to be focusing on what you want. So those are two things that you have to do before you even start really working on your goals. You have to decide and you have to give yourself permission. And then 3 things that will really get rid of any problem. Get rid of negative emotions, internal conflicts, and limiting beliefs. Align your mind with what you want by taking action towards what you want. And then focusing on what you want as much as possible, because your mind gives you what you focus on 100% of the time, and your mind is way smarter than you think. So program it for success. And remember, success is here, so you might as well be ready for it. Thanks so much for listening to this audio. Go ahead and comment below that you have given yourself permission to achieve whatever you want. Go ahead and like the audio and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate everyone who's been subscribing lately. It really helps me keep making videos. So thanks to everyone who asks questions, puts insightful comments, and gives me different recommendations. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see you on the next video or next audio.